Hi, welcome to Grow with Grace. I'm Grace. I'm so happy you're here because today we are going to be talking about 10 tips and tricks to help manage anxiety and build confidence. My first step, anchor yourself to the present moment. I'm going to read you a quote by Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, which I love on this topic. It says, "Learn to get in touch with the silence within yourself and know that everything in this life has a purpose." I think it's a beautiful reminder that anxiety is there for a reason. However, we always have the option to look inside and use anxiety as the tool that it is and figure out what it's trying to tell us. So to consciously anchor yourself in the moment, I find one really good trick is just to take 10 deep breaths. All the way in and all the way out. As you're taking these deep breaths, notice where in your body is feeling anxious. Is it your stomach? Are you holding in your chest? Your shoulders? Are you breathing? That's really the most important thing. At least for me, when I'm anxious, I realize that I have not taken a deep breath in probably, it feels like a year, you know? You can barely breathe, your breathing is shallow, your chest is tight. Just slow down, anchor yourself to the moment, and breathe. That brings me right into our second tip, which is movement and exercise. Movement is so powerful in dealing with anxiety. It can be any type of movement, whether it's just wiggling your fingers and toes, or going for a walk, doing yoga, or if it's an actual workout, even better, because over time, exercise helps you build confidence. When you exercise and you commit to a daily or even weekly practice, you are showing yourself that you're committed to yourself and that you can see something through, and that will ultimately give you a lot of confidence. Speaking of seeing things through, that brings me to tip number 3, which is set one goal a week and stick to it. This can be big or small, but really anything that makes you feel good and is just a little bit outside of your comfort zone is a great place to start. Once you show up every week for yourself and you prove to yourself that you can just accomplish that one thing, it's gonna give you more confidence over time, and you'll be able to build more goals and more difficult goals. You don't have to do it all at once, just start with one goal a week. Tip number 4 is to boost your confidence by presenting yourself well. I remember back in high school, a lot of the teachers used to encourage us to do dress for success, and that would be like on test days, big exams. The idea was that you'll do so much better if you are presenting yourself well. When you decide to dress well, you are showing up for yourself, your day, your life. Ladies, if this means doing your hair and doing your makeup and putting on a little bit of jewelry, then do it. It doesn't even matter if you're going anywhere special. I mean, quarantine, we're not all like getting cute and going to clubs on a Friday, but it's still really nice to just do your hair, do your makeup, even if you're just gonna meet a friend or do a Zoom call or just hang out with you, you know? If it makes you feel good, then do it. Number 5, daily positive affirmations. Guys, they're so important. There's a reason that I talk about positive affirmations in, I think, almost every single one of my videos. Positive affirmations transform your inner critic into your inner coach. Jerry Frankenhauser says that affirmations are like prescriptions for certain aspects of your personality that you'd like to change. I've struggled a lot with self-worth and self-confidence, but every day I tell myself, I am confident. I am strong, I am worthy of love, I am worthy of success. And at first it feels kind of weird, it really does. But you really start to believe it and you start to realize that it's true. This is a big one, you guys. If you don't take anything from this video, please do positive affirmations. My 6th tip is brain dump journaling. If you've never heard of brain dump journaling, it's basically just getting all of those negative, fearful, anxious thoughts out of your head and onto paper. And it almost feels like it's physically removed from your body. I mean, I can't tell you the amount of times where I like couldn't breathe, I was feeling super anxious, and nothing was helping. And I just decided, okay, I gotta do something. And I took my pen out, wrote down all of those fearful thoughts on paper, and once they're there, they're not even that scary anymore. And you really realize that it wasn't that big of a deal to begin with. But the really great thing about brain dump journaling is that as you're writing, you're allowing yourself to feel it. You're allowing yourself to feel all of the difficult emotions instead of suppressing them and ignoring them. You really can't get over something until you feel it. The only way out is through. And I would encourage you to write at least 3 pages, because at the beginning it may be a little bit difficult to identify with your emotions. You might just be feeling generalized anxiety. But as you write more, you'll start to open up a little bit more, and then I'm able to kind of process and let go. My 7th tip is to do things you're afraid of. It sounds scary, and it is scary, but this will give you so much confidence. When you've done something that you were truly afraid of, it feels so good. Do I have any adrenaline junkies out there? Yeah? Yeah, you get me. It's a really great feeling to just look your fear right in the eye and then just run straight into it. I was at the lake a few weeks ago and everyone was cliff jumping, and I'd always wanted to go but always been too scared. And I decided to go up there, and my knees were like shaking and I was so nervous. I was a little excited, but I was really nervous. And I walked out onto that ledge and looked over, and I thought, no, there is no way that I'm gonna do this. And I stood there for probably 5 to 10 seconds, and then I just realized that I just had to do it. And it turned out to be so much fun, and I felt amazing. And then I jumped like 3 more times after that. So I think oftentimes in our head, we make things so much scarier than they actually are. And that's not to say you have to go cliff jumping or do anything that extreme. But if there's something that scares you, like even just opening up to somebody in a conversation, just try and take a risk. My 8th tip is to always be learning. Building your knowledge and sparking your imagination will make you feel more confident in every aspect of your life. If you feel anxious because you're ignorant about something, then educate yourself on it. Learn it. Listen to a podcast, watch a YouTube video, go on Skillshare, just ask somebody for help. You will feel so much more confident if you are constantly building your wealth of knowledge. And that brings me to number 9, only fill your mind with positive media. We become what we consume, so consume happy, high vibration, and motivational music, books, TV shows. It will give you a lot of confidence because you'll constantly be surrounding yourself with that high energy. I'm actually making a playlist that I'm going to share with you guys down below. I'd love for y'all to check that out. Let me know what you think. And if you have any great bands or specific songs, go ahead and comment them down in the comment section below. My 10th tip is just to know that no one has a perfect life. Realize now that you're going to have bad days. You're going to feel anxious again. These tips will never banish anxiety from your life forever, but know this and think of anxiety like a wave. You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. Shakti Gawain has a really great quote that says, "The universe will reward you for taking risks on its behalf." I love this. I think it's so cool because it's really true. You know, you take risks and you do things you're afraid of, and you're gonna see really cool things happen in your life. If you're trying to avoid fear altogether, it's pretty much just gonna stay the same for you, and that is not the goal. I'm always trying to change, to grow, and I know that with that, I'm gonna feel anxiety, and I'm going to feel some negative emotions. So it's just about realizing that and becoming okay with it. Remember that anxiety is your friend. I love this quote by Susan Jeffers. She says, "We cannot escape fear. We can only transform it into a companion that accompanies us on all our exciting adventures." Take a risk a day. One small or bold stroke that will make you feel great once you have done it. I hope you guys found some of these tips helpful. I know that they've been really great in my life, and I am really excited to share them with you. If you have any other great tips for dealing with anxiety and building confidence, please let us know down in the comment section below. I like to create kind of a community here where we can share with each other our struggles and our wins. So I'm really excited you're here, and I'm so excited to watch you grow. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I make new videos every Monday, and you can follow me on Instagram at grow.wgrace, which should be linked somewhere here. It'll be linked somewhere around here. Go ahead and follow me on there, and we can continue the conversation. I can't wait to see you guys next week.